Where were we? If memory serves, we just got ourselves fully healed and repaired. And we are firmly in the get as much money as we humanly can phase. As always though, tools are a struggle. I surely don't need that extra basic mail. Yeah, no. I'm looking forward to seeing what David Einhardt turns into. Defend from raiding parties. I think when I should do this, it's most likely going to be Greenskin, so it's going to pay us very well. Only downside is we don't have any tools, but there is an armorer. So if I have to fight multiple waves, and it's a 3 skull, so I assume it'll be multiple waves. So local militia, fall in line. Actually, I'm going to say sword and shield, because whenever I say take bows and arrows, we have to end up fighting at night, and then they already do almost nothing, these little militiamen. But if they just have their little short bows, and you have to fight at night, then they do absolutely nothing. Okay, greenskins are in sight. Some orc young, some warriors. Pretty straightforward, level 8s and 7s. There's a level 5 on the back line. Yeah, but a bunch of the lads are still hurt. I think I'm okay to go in with this current lineup. I mean, Rymar the archer does have a decayed heater that he can go to if he gets caught out in melee range. Level 9, level 8, 11, 7, 5. See, that little 4 there is the one that's sticking out to me. Maybe instead put Sparrowfoy in there, the shield breaker. That's going to be safer, I reckon. Front line, pretty standard. Make sure everybody on the back line has a crossbow of some sort. I think we can expect probably 2 waves like this one. Warriors and Orc Young. Okay, good. And importantly, these little militia are actually obeying orders rather than AI controlling them. Cool, that's good coffee. So we can have the militiamen. They're going to hang around the back there and hopefully convince some of these orc warriors to chase them. That's the plan. All you lads, just shield up. Oh, whoopsie. Ah, oh, fucking... Damn it. That's crazy, like how often do I do that? Get a kill and then forget that that fucking Berserker's gonna proc. Oh, sweet. So, Donkey, what have you actually done? Have you done the single-player AI games, like the campaign games? Because that's a very good place to start. Oh, great damage sealant. Let's see, turn done. Hold the line, boys. Oh, sweet. Well, like I said, just try. I would advise that you try against in the campaign against AI as a start. Decent place to start. And it's gradual, because if you go straight onto the open ladder, you're going to have a bad time. Okay, as expected, that's not too bad. Kind of got to wait until this warrior gets taken care of now. What's up, Eczema Beard? That bowl is tomorrow night. I needed to play a bit of Battle Brothers. I'm supposed to be a Battle Brothers channel. I haven't played for a little while. Turn done, turn done. But tomorrow night I play my league game against the Amazons, which I'm so not looking forward to. He's got an Amazon Blitzer with Mighty Blow piling on. And I've got a 1090 Chaos team. 1090 TV Chaos team. So... And I've got 2 goat men that have tackle, and that's it. It's gonna be really fucking hard. God, these stuns, man. Just focus this lad down. I should be in a decent spot. I'm gonna long axe and rotate, attack, berserk, not berserk, adrenaline. Therefore, you can shoot. Quick hands, attack, putting bush. So I've been thinking about how super frustrating the matchup is going to be, but I just got to hang in there in this campaign, or in this tournament, I should say. Any chance I can kill this guy? Because I mean, the longer I stay in, the more chance I have of getting mutations, and then the chaos train can then get rolling. You motherfucker. Hit, Elandera. Okay, Ruskar, you have got the gigantic hammer. Oh, look at that. Oh, man. Reinforced mail is hit for 303 damage. Get fucked. Like, if I can carefully disarm these warriors, then my little militiamen can actually run in and maybe do some damage. This dude's almost dead. Just dagger him a bit. I need one more to panic out, then my archers are all freed up. Great dodging, Forest. Oh. See, so how much armor damage? 107, so a third of the Warhammer, but that dazed effect is so good. Whoopsie, wrong target. God, this whip is, I'd say, borderline overpowered. What's up, bugging? So Lord Nasty just took down an orc warrior with a little dagger. What an absolute baller. Oof, we are so strong right now. So this afternoon I was looking at the wiki to see what backgrounds I can actually hope to get in this playthrough. And of all of them, I think that my best bet is going to be militiamen. So we'll just keep playing as normal. But I think with the long-term goal is that I'm going to have to be hiring and firing dozens of brothers, because it's just going to be that much harder to get guys with the backgrounds with the style distribution we need. I don't think I can take raiders. I'll have to check the wiki to see what check again the wiki to see what qualifies. But the point is though, if I can't get a raider, and I'm assuming that I won't be able to get a raider, eventually I wouldn't be surprised if we have a full group of 16 just militiamen. Can I just point out that Forrest the Roman has been attacked 4 times by that orc warrior. All 4 of them missed. This is awesome. We've taken hardly any damage against these orc warriors. But mostly it's because my frontline boys are getting up to level 11 now. So it's not just not a noble, there's actually a lowborn class. And something like a farmer is part of both villager and lowborn. And so if we go to the wiki and we go to, it's under backgrounds, and then you scroll all the way down, we literally got no loot out of that. Whatever. I'm probably gonna have to do that fight again, but I don't think anyone's armor even got like touched there really. So wiki backgrounds. So lowborn, beggar, brawler, butcher, cripple, daytailor, deserter, farmhand, militiaman, lumberjack, houndsmaster, grave robber, grave digger, fisherman, miner, peddler, poacher, rat catcher, refugee, shepherd, vagabond, and thief. So out of all of those, if I'm looking for frontline guys, then brawler, butcher, and militia will get +5 melee skill. Butcher gets plus resolve. Militia also, I think, used to get +5 range skill. Brawler gets extra resolve. So it's gonna be mostly brawlers, butchers, and militiamen. Okay, quick armor check. Level 12 for criticoi. How's that? A nice round 70 melee defense. What an absolute fucking player. All of this armor, yeah, it's almost pretty much untouched. Well, there's one little bit here at the back on sealant got hit, but... Sweet. Do that again. There should be another round of marauders. I don't actually know if this is part of the ones that I have to... And this is even less warriors and more... Okay, more orc young. This should be even easier. But the militiamen can just stand at the back, shout encouragement. But I've failed to move back now, so let's move everybody. The front line's going to go there, and the back line is going to go there. Don't think that the orcs will be able to actually get into range of these militiamen on the next turn. You know, it's been a pleasant surprise is how good the one-handed flanged maces are. I think since the two-handed variant of the maces come out, that's what I've liked the most. But it's led me to kind of forget about just how good those one-handed flanged maces are. I think you can underestimate their power. So leaving the militiamen out there at the start of the turn has actually inadvertently played into my favor. It's made the orc formation go more to the north, which is actually what I wanted. Let's see if we can shred some of this armor. Maybe Trevor Belmont can go to work. Any of these things going to close in this turn? No, they're not. Indeed, Donkey, indeed. And since I started doing this on all of my guys, it's revolutionized the game for me. I mean, if they have like 40 base ranged attack, then the shot, look at that, 48. Let's just take a look at the numbers here. So Ruskar's he's got 47. And he's got 48% hit chance there, so it's actually pretty much... I mean, shoot bolt is what, plus 15 chance to hit, minus, so it's 15 minus 3, 6, 9, 12. And the beauty is, all of these crossbow hits are just pure bonus damage. Like, I want to wreck that guy, but I mustn't turn down this opportunity to throw heavy axes at an orc warrior. Hit the fucking shield though. I have to get another whip fighter in. Can you imagine multiple Trevor Belmonts? Because with quick hands and a whip, you can disarm one enemy and attack once a turn. It's ridiculous. It's obviously very fatigue intensive, but as long as you put that brother in light armor, you're in pretty good shape. Nice. Oh, I thought he had quick hands. We disarm here. I don't know, I'm not going to bother with the disarm, it's just decapitate. Missed. Off at the head. Oh, nasty. Throwing axes. To the face. Nice double kill. Oh yeah. So Donkey Kong says, I've been building adrenaline on all polearm hybrids. I'm surprised how many kills, like finishes, you get off that skill. The recover, it's an endless loop. It is amazing. And one thing that having Caber Beast, my light armor axe frontline guy, it's actually occurred to me that as much as I love my shield breakers, these two-handed axe, Dane axe guys on the back line, I could actually be getting more out of them because I've traditionally used them as my guys who break shields. But instead of having just one axe tank on the front line, if I had 3 frontline axe tanks, then that can free up the shield breakers to be pole arm users. And I think a pole arm user on the back line has higher, you know, maximum damage potential, especially if you're able to give him a crypt scythe, war scythe. I mean, multiple guys with war scythes. It's just, oh, it's glorious. Ah, missed. They keep breaking Creeper Jack's shield because he doesn't have shield specialization. I just started using him more like I'm using Forest. Just keep him on the back line and then switch to the front line once he actually has to. And you notice how the shield breakers do actually miss every now and then because they don't have the highest attack value. And if I took polearm mastery on them, they could use pikes quite efficiently and, you know, get the extra hit chance. So maybe that's the way to go. Nice, Loderak. Do you have quick hands? Oh, you've got a shield out, that's why. Ah. See, every turn. The Legionnaire pikes, the undead ones. My only problem with it is they have very low durability, but their armor piercing is pretty damn good. Although actually, if you compare the damage of a Legionnaire pike with a halberd, the halberd does more armor damage, but just doesn't give you the plus 10 hit chance. Get him. I also love that I have so many of these mace users just because the amount of fatigue that I'm stacking on the enemy. So good. God, that warhammer. Is it just me, or are we wrecking these greenskins? We absolutely rinsing them. I can't wait to see what Lord Nasty turns into as a dedicated throne weapon user. Cool, that's the easiest 3,200 we've made whole campaign. Let's see, I think fatigue. Level 10. Yeah, I've made the mistake now. I've stopped consulting the builds that I laid out. So let me go back to doing that. Stobbie's builds. Raider Lad. Okay, so student, yes. Steel Brow. I kind of wish I wasn't taking Steel Brow. Taken already. Rotation. Yep. Recover. I need recover. I need a reach advantage. Nimble. We've got. Colossus. We've got. Berserk. We've got. Weapon specialization. Indomitable and Killing Frenzy. Wait, 1, 2, 3. So I took quick hands on this guy, which I shouldn't have done. Shit, kind of ruined him. I think we can cut Killing Frenzy from that build order because he really does plenty of damage. I mean, Killing Frenzy is amazing, but he does plenty. I certainly want Indomitable. I do need Recover. I mean, if I'm going to swing 23 fatigue, maybe twice in a turn, that's 40 odd. He'll be exhausted, but then again, 2 swings in a row. Up to maximum of 5 stacks. Please hit next turn. I think we've got reach advantage this level. Berserk we got, weapon spec we got. Reach advantage. 12 Bannerman. What is he weak at? His range defense could be better. Fatigue is pretty good. Hit points pretty good. I have got dodge, so yeah, so then initiative, resolve, range defense. So he should be getting quite a nice bit of initiative, a bonus to his defense. What's up, Milky? Dude, I've been playing a second RimWorld campaign offline just because I'm so fucking addicted to it. I love RimWorld. So C, Goblins Northeast, establishing of a foothold. Thing is, how much are you paying us? Because I really hate fighting goblin camps. Null Sharax. That's just going to be such a bummer to take on that fight. It's going to be, God, who knows? Probably a shaman. I think like that kind of fight I'll be more comfortable with once my archer guys are all leveled up. We actually need to fight some Shrot with all of these great axes we got. 11,000. Cha-ching! Cha-fucking-ching. Can I just spam Warhounds? Yeah, try them out. Hit points, no, it's no good. I have to admit, I have never bought a miner. I don't think I ever will. I've been online for 27 minutes. We've done one mission. We have defended Feltzheim from marauding Greenskins. It was fairly straightforward. Tonight I think I'm going to do... I'll do at least 2 episodes of Battle Brothers and then see how I feel. I might switch over to something else, but... Just looking at my channel, it's just RimWorld spam. Pessimist, fear of greenskins, hit points, initiative, melee skill. Quick and dexterous is nice. Resolve is not great. Melee skill, melee defense. That actually sounds like a perfect sergeant, but I believe my other sergeant is going to be better. Where is he? Landarion. No stars in melee skill, but 2, 2, and 2. And then these backgrounds are no good. God. I should start picking up throwing spears. Come on, give us a tip or a legendary item. Where is the old graveyard? Hunt down lindworms. We're not yet ready for lindworms. Follow the tracks, return the staff. That's only a 1 skull. That's not worth doing anymore. Deliver to Data the Northeast. Yeah, fine. A brigand leader, some marksmen. Yep, that's decent XP farm for us. I'm supposed to be focusing on killing undead. I should actually, once I can get a hold of a nice big old stack of tools, then we'll head out into the wilderness and do some undead farming. Also, I need to rejig my setup because Creeper Jack either needs to get shield specialization, which I think is probably better because I've got him as a two-handed mace raider, but I don't think he has the defense to be a two-hand. I think he should just go back to being a one-handed mace user. Because if we look at someone like, where is he? Cilia Solace also doesn't have the defense for it. There we go, like Forrest the Roman. He's much, actually does he though? He's about the same. Quick hands. See, the thing is, if I'm going to give quick hands to a raider, then they need to start the fight on the back line with a crossbow out, and then only once the enemy have closed in do they then shoot and go forward. But I've already got that build on Rusgar, and then my other hammer raider is wounded. I'll have to do some thinking anyway. Ooh, Carle the Pickpocket. Decent body armor. I shall be glad to take it off his writhing corpse. Whoopsie, wrong throwing weapons. Oh, unlucky, Trevor. Up, Duck, yours. Come, Patsy. Oof, he didn't like that. Don't blame him. Up, Ruffle. And by the way, I have for quite some time been playing with the idea. Mid-thought, I've lost my thoughts. Oh yeah, of having all 8 guys up front all use maces, like a Faith Militant type thing. I mean, just think of how quickly you would fatigue most enemies. It would no doubt have its downsides, you know, you'd miss, I think, more often than you'd be happy with, but when you do hit, holy shit. Let's murder that nerd. No, let's control the high ground there. Damn it. Camo Beast lands his attack so many more times than I expect. I mean, I've just leveled him as a straight tank, but he's pretty damn good overall. Ah. No! Look at that damage. No bueno. This guy moves in, I don't mind that, just because he'll be triple surrounded. Oh, unlucky with that headshot at the end there. For Belmont, step right in there. That's annoying, actually. I can only swing and hit 2, like. Thunk. You motherfucker with your little dagger. Bring out your daggers. Nice. I love how everybody is really good defensively. Oh, you lucky mother. Good hit. That's sealant. For a second there I thought that was the other low level archer. Doing it right. Off with the head. Silius, give him a little light tap on the head. There you go. He's not going anywhere. Wouldn't want him breaking our precious armor that he's got. Oh, you lucky. This is great. I mean, it has been 46 YouTube episodes and 250 days in game. But we're finally at the point that I've been waiting for such a long time, where we are stronger than most groups. Not all, but most of the groups on the map. And now it's an XP farm and we can really start accelerating our money and our power.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Right, Skull, get him. Sir, fetch, get him. Good boy. Who's our good war dog? I should actually start buying up rondelle daggers whenever I can find them. And make that standard issue for everybody. Kill them all, boys. Oh, no one survives. And just think, I've only got that one torturer. I reckon we keep hiring and firing. I think I need to rethink my whole front line. I still definitely want, whoopsie, two-handed warhammers. And I've got two-handed maces and one-handed mace specialist. A dagger specialist. I'm gonna have to think about this. Or fire a little bit. Unfortunately, I've misleveled one of my raiders. Crucially, I've misleveled, what's his name? Ruskar, the number 4 rated light armor hammer raider. But the point is, I wanted to have a standard 8 and 8 formation, but I've leveled him as though he needs to be on the back line, start on the back line. So 2 of my guys who are supposed to be on the front line can start on the back, because they then utilize quick hands. So they start with a crossbow, and then they quick hands to their melee weapon once the fight actually kicks off proper. But so far I've given that build to 1 mace guy and 1 hammer guy, so I should make sure this new hammer lad that we hired, the low level hammer guy, David Ironheart, he mustn't get quick hands. With him I must stick to the build that I've got on my builds document. Shitberto must still, Rymar must still get levels. The shield breakers and the bannerman. Less important. What's up, Sharlo? I haven't seen you around for a while, dude. Nice to see you. Ironheart. Get David Ironheart in with a pike. Has been ages. It's been a very, very long time. Archer and archer. Crossbow though. Regular bow will do. Still low level, so let's just be careful and make sure he can defend himself with a shield. How about my other archer? Same story. And I do have a second jumbo quiver. So, okay, ninja. Burning bush is kind of the odd one out there. Sealant can actually sit out for a bit. Get shitbirds up to level 11. These are all of the level 11s and 12s. Five. I wonder for David Ironheart if he doesn't just use crossbow and then he can go to his hand-to-hand. Then who of these crossbow users has the highest ranged number? 56 is pretty good on Lord Nasty. You don't need that hunting bow. But hang on to it. So that'll do. That'll do. 5 ninja in between them. Right, so I should have 2 archers. Yeah, Rymar and Oakenshield are my archers, and then Lord Nasty and Sealand are my ninjas. I mean, they're broadly the same. The only difference is Lord Nasty, it's going to be the same as this, except we'll leave out Crossbow Mastery, we'll leave out Gifted, we'll take Killing Frenzy, we'll take Executioner. I can't wait to see what he can do with some Viking heavy throwing weapons when he actually gets to proc Executioner and Killing Frenzy. Based on the fact that Sealant, with these bundle of heavy throwing axes, can do 93 damage without Executioner and Killing Frenzy. So with the extra 25% and 20 damage, should be rolling for 130 to 140 damage. Heavy armor, lads. No one's going to be able to wear that reinforced mail. We'll just sell it all. It's all just good money. But let's actually start using Creeper Jack the way that I'm using Forrester Roman. See, he doesn't have the quick hands, because the beauty of this is he shoots his crossbow from the back line, then goes quick hands onto just the 2-handed flanged mace. I don't know. Actually, no, it's Silius Sodus then who should be in that position. Yeah, because he can use the crossbow and then quick hands to a 2-handed. Bam. Okay, so I think then let's change Creeper Jack from Raider to Specialist. So then he's going to be Shield Specialist. Give him nice, more good defense. Because I can't afford to have more guys that need to go on the back line. Because like these lads, I've leveled them. That forces them to be on the back line. I've done so with Ruskar as well, unfortunately. Eventually he will go to the front line. For now this kind of works. This is probably going to be the final sort of setup. We were on our way to Eisenstein there to see if we can't get some tools. You hear a commotion and go to find Ruskar waving a weapon at his fellow sellswords. I know who you is, and I know who you ain't. And what you ain't are friends of mine. Belmont looks over and shrugs. Never said you was my friend. The paranoid mercenary barks on anyway, demanding everyone keep a good distance away or he'll cut them. managed to calm the man down, mostly by explaining that his daily rate is and how he'll struggle without it. But it's no doubt a short-term solution. You're so paranoid, you dick. What's the matter with you? Those prices are ridiculous. I'll just take your ammo and be on my way. Yeah. There we go. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. Damn it, I lost count. 20, 40, 60, 80, 120, 140. A range skill, range defense, that's pretty nice. Eagle eyes, impatient eagle eyes. Let's just hire him and see what his numbers are, because I could always just keep him in reserve as a... Now you see, this is the problem with this background. He rolled minimum on the range skill. These deserters can be interesting, because I have actually found some deserters that can be amazing, but you kind of need them to get some sort of perk that offsets their cowardice. Come on, where is the noble male? So what we're looking to buy is noble mail and Saleh helmets. Kind of tempted to buy those heraldic shoulder plates. But then again, on a coat of scales and on the coat of plates, I need that, what's it? Spider silk plus shrat glue to make it lighter. Weapons wise, I don't think we are particularly looking for anything. Aha, the second battle whip I definitely want. Are there any weapons that I desperately need to upgrade? What's up, Sinchobo? I mean, I do need a second two-handed warhammer for... Where is he? A low-level hammer guy we hired a little while ago. Here we go, for David Ironheart. But he's nowhere near being able to use it, so I think we'll only snatch one up if we can get one for a decent price, and that is too expensive. So good to finally get all the tools we need. Trolls and Reavers. I should actually be fighting groups like that whenever I can, because it's the Reavers that carry their heavy throwing weapons. What's this? Hunt down web necks. Oh, perfect. Perfect. I could really do with a bit of silk. Now, I have the increased speed mod, but I think when I'm looking for monsters like this, I'm not going to go above 2 times speed, because I have found that when I go above 3 times or 4 times speed, I found that the enemies can actually become invisible and they get hard to find. Remember when you are fighting web necks to put your shields away. The extra damage, and the logic behind that is when they move up to you, they will almost 100% of the time choose to web you first. So on your next turn, you have a chance to get the web off. So if you succeed on that first attempt to get the web off, You can then attack with your weapon on the second turn. Check in their quick weapon setup. That all looks good. 32 of them is a fuckload, but the fact that we're fighting in the forest is going to help. We just have to hope that we don't start being surrounded. That can make it a little bit more tricky. But anyway, 50 minutes, so let's just cut it here and take a break for the YouTube video.